Good morning. Happy Friday after Christmas. I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas. I've got Rosie in here with me. She's been on medication, and I think it's helping a little bit. So I'm very, very thankful. She's settled down now. How was your Christmas, everyone? Let's see who's here. Let me switch over to oopsie daisy. There we go. Good morning, Sarah. Magical day, galactic citizens. Hope your Christmas day was wonderful. Here it was, Thursday. I'm so glad to hear that. Good morning, Teresa. That's fantastic. Good morning. I wrote a poem last night because I thought it was about time I wrote something. It's been a while. And it turned into a short. So I hope that you'll check that out. It's for all my wonderful subscribers who I so appreciate. Let me see who's here. Oh, you watched that? Oh, thank you, Teresa. I appreciate that. Good morning, Tom. Good morning. Good morning, Ralph. Good morning. Well, we got through the holiday. I hope everyone's holiday was wonderful. What was your favorite thing about your Christmas? Mine was one of the wonderful things that my husband gave me was here it is, some paints. These are they're called beam paints. They're made by tribal people, by Native Americans, and they're made from plants and tree resins. So these are all paints like that. It's fantastic. I love them, and they make beautiful, beautiful colors. And here's a painting I've been working on. I'm not sure if it goes this way. Oops, this way or this way. Not sure yet. I was having fun trying out new colors yesterday. I really enjoyed that. And good morning, Debbie. Hope everyone had a good Christmas. Mine was the typical ending to 2025. Well, lessons learned. Okay. I hope your mom is doing better. Hope you're doing all right. Yeah, Sarah, they're really cool paints. I love that they're native made too. Good morning, Jules. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, it was a really beautiful, beautiful day. We spent a lot of time worrying about Rosie, but she seems a little better today. So I'm very thankful. Good morning, Jen. She says, hello, my beautiful people. Love and light to you all. And to you, sweetheart. Tom says, grateful to be in warm weather with my wonderful husband who made the trip possible to Puerto Vallarta and Guadalajara, Mexico. Yay! And very hopeful for the light energy in 2026. Me too. I am feeling that too. I'm feeling like we're almost near the end. Good morning, Carolina, of the transition that we're in. I feel like there will be very good things in the coming year. Yeah. I wrote my representative this morning. So if you know your state representative and you feel so moved, you can write them and request that the 9-hour interview with Jack Smith be released in full. There you have it. For those of you that didn't hear my poem, let me read it to you now. This I wrote yesterday evening, around 7 o'clock my time. Merry Christmas to the witches and the secrets under the guilty's beds. Best wishes to the dishes that you made from scratch instead. Jolly holly to the presents our souls light cast this year. Merry kisses to all the genders. May this love ease your every tear. Happy holidays to the lettered law. Truth's jurisdiction has global bounds. This light is getting blinding for the cruel, sick, and greedy clowns. Wrapped in tinsel, twinkled highlights, saw grace and grit with gratitude, and the unraveling of the traveling morals of a party whose honor is destitute. Thank you for the good fight. Our better angels have held us as close as we've allowed. We've released, forgiven, within, and done the work, making our ancestors proud. Unity comes in all colors and genders, wrapped in etheric diamond light that shines. Merry Christmas, diversity, equality, plants, trees, animals, and humankind. Happy Kwanzaa and Hanukkah to friends and those not yet met. Within the glow of humanity, the class of dualities, timeline is almost at an end. Let us see with wiser, kinder eyes that which the soul knows. Love is the only indestructible power that incandescently, exponentially grows. There you have it. I hope you like that. I enjoyed writing it. Let's see what Kelly's got to say this morning. Good morning, Kelly. She says, good morning, everyone. I'm doing talk to text because my hands are in cookie dough, but I love you all. I want to make sure you know that if it says anything other than love and hugs, that is serious. Siri. Oh, that's wonderful. What kind of cookies you making, I wonder. Ah, that's awesome. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Jules. Oops. Sometimes you have to hit it. Oh, a heart. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Caroline. I'm glad you like that. I enjoyed writing that. I was watching Taylor Swift's Eras tour, and I was really enjoying it, and I found it inspiring. Adriana, hi. Adriana Nabuli. What a beautiful Nebula. Adriana Nebula. What a beautiful name. That was a lovely poem. Thank you for sharing. Oh, thank you for listening. I appreciate that. Kelly says, I'm making my fruit and nut cookies again because somebody was allergic to the pistachios in my first batch. Oh, goodness. Well, I'm glad you're doing that. Patricia, good morning. She says, good morning, everyone. I'm wondering, too, what kind of cookies are you making? Oh, thank you, Kelly. I appreciate that. It's been a while since I've written, but I do enjoy writing. And I'm writing a story in bits and starts about Mildred, a little girl. And Mildred can travel through her chakras and go to other planets and systems. And the story is taking shape as I go along. Right now she's in her bedroom, looking out the window, and she's wanting a tree house. And she visits a store. And this store is a bookstore combined with a secondhand store. It's eclectic. It's a small little shop that every time she goes there, it depends on who's behind the counter as to what the inventory is in this store. It changes, you see? And she can see that. So this is a story that I am finding in my imagination and writing it down as it comes to me. And I'm having a wonderful time doing it. Let's see. Her name is Mildred. So that's what I'm working on. This painting actually is out her window. That's what she sees out her window. And she can see the seasons change by her tree and watch the animals and daydream. And she has a very rich within world. And she's 7 years old. That's all I know so far. So we'll see. We'll see the adventures of Mildred. So let's see. Let's turn our attention to anyone who we might be needing to add to our prayer list. We've got Brooklyn, Debbie and her mom, Jax, Denise, Barbara, Liz and Richie and Kelly, Kelly and Tim, Sarah and her cats, Maureen and her dad. Has anyone heard about Maureen and her dad? Is there an update on that? Lisa Rivas, Diana, Allie, who's come through her procedure just fine, so that's fantastic. We'll just swoosh her a little extra love for the healing. Eric, Michael, Rosie, Terry, anyone affected by weather. Happy's healing. Has anyone heard about Happy? That's a dog. Has anyone heard about Happy? Patricia needs rain. Have you gotten any yet, hun? Trinity Ann is in our prayers, and Marvy's mom, and Erica and family. Erica was eaten by a shark the other day, or killed by a shark the other day. It was quite shocking. So that's who we have on the list currently. Let's see what we're doing. Oh, good, you love it already, Teresa. Yay. Yay, I'm having fun visiting Mildred in my imagination and seeing what she's up to and how she's going to get there. The idea came from other poems that I had written and curiosities that I have about the wonders of our chakras and that our imaginations. And you know, when we take that breath in when we're meditating and we hold it at the top, that's now. And sometimes when you stay in the now, ideas come. Or questions that you have, you can ask them when you're right in that now moment. You can ask for more clues or things you're curious about, and then they'll come. Little bits and dribs and drabs, and sometimes entire pictures will form in your mind, or you'll hear a song or something. It's fun. Okay, let's see. Please add my veteran friend, Tony. Yes, Tony and Allison. You got it. Tony and Allison. Tony and Allison. Absolutely. I remember you telling us about you and your mom or helping Tony because he'd been sent home unable to see or care for himself, and he was having a caregiver come the next day, and something happened. Your mom fell and broke her hand. How's that going? And Tony, for some reason, was back in the hospital. Is Tony out of the hospital yet? Is he, I hope he's being cared for. We have kept you in our prayers, dear one. Patricia, 84% of precipitation, rain or snow tomorrow in northern New Mexico. Yes, you might get the much needed rain. 84%, that seems pretty likely. And we get all kinds of rain. We get all sideways right now. Our whole state, like so much of our state is flooded. What we're concerned about at this time is landslides. So we've been saying good prayers for soil cohesion. Right now it's 39, but feels like 26. And we're expecting a wintry mix of rain and snow around 8 a.m. When I did my feeds this morning, it was pretty darn cold, and I had just washed my hair, so I kept it up in this turban thing that I wear. And it says that a little over half an inch is expected today. Now, what that will be, I don't know. We had sleet yesterday, so I guess we'll find out. So, there you have it. Let's have a cup of tea. One of the people I so admire is Beatrix Potter. And I got this cup at TJ Maxx because I just love it for the inspiration. That's one of my favorite movies, is the one that's about her. Miss Potter, it's called. It's a wonderful movie. Oh, Sarah. Sarah says, may your tale end before 15,000. I'm sure it will, before 15,000 pages. She is on page 15,134. Wow. Oh, that's fantastic. I admire you so very much. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's find out about Tony. Tony's in rehab, but it isn't sounding good. It's good we have him on our list. Mom's arm is healing. Okay, and her hand is better. Okay, thank you for your prayers. She didn't need surgery. Okay. I'm glad that Tony is in care rather than being left on his own, unable to see, because you, dear heart, can't be in two places at once. Have you been able to have any fires? I haven't had a fire for maybe a little bit over a week. I considered it, but I was concerned about we've been having some wind gusts, and so I just went on this, rather be safe than sorry. Oops, wanted to show this. Patricia, Sarah, what's the tale about? Sounds like many parts to the tale. Yes, it does. Will we get a sneak peek, maybe? Or a sneak tiny synopsis of chapter 1, perhaps? That would be exciting. Or like the main character's name, because I love stories. And this is the time of year for stories. And stories are like friends. I have books that I've read and reread. And it's like visiting a friend. And I don't know about all of you. How many of you read all of Anne Rice's work? I did and loved it. I still have them. Because she was a wonderful storyteller. She could tell stories with such depth. And if you followed them over the years, the character development and how the world was built that you visit was remarkable, like no one else. Oh, no fire's too crazy around here. Yeah, I bet you've had no time, have you? Barely to shower and fix food, because I think you've been taking care of your grandbabies, your own self, and your mama, and Tony, until he was in rehab. So yeah, I hope that you have time to have a fire in the coming week. I hope you have time for some rest. That's what I'm hoping, Debbie. I'm hoping to make it a small, nothing like the remarkable Sarah's work, but small little volumes of children's stories. I'm picturing them as 7 in the series of the adventures of Mildred. And she will probably have friends that she makes, some animals, some people, some unseen. I don't know. Oh, here we go. Sarah says, Patricia, it's about a family that ends a 400-year war, and now they're dealing with the cleanup of the universe. Wow! The main bad guy left a snow bomb that is burying the galaxy in snow, literally burying. Oh man, that sounds exciting. A 400-year war, and now they're dealing with the cleanup. Wow, that is a big story, my dear. Goodness sakes, that's exciting. Thank you. One of the main characters' name is Pen. Oh, I like that. What a cool name. That's wonderful. Oh, thank you. We will want more snippets, please. More snippets, please. That sounds really intriguing. The bad guy left a snow bomb that is literally burying the galaxy in snow, literally. Whew. Oh my goodness. That sounds amazing. I love imagination. And anytime you deal in imagination, like one way that I like if I can't sleep, for instance, is to design a room, move all the furniture in my mind, redesign it, move plants, move couches and chairs and lamps and books, move the indoor trees, see how the light shines differently. It changes the chi and the energy of the room. And you can, for instance, put helpful people elements in the southern corner and quiet wisdom in the northern corner. And projects that you want to do and see come to fruition, the beginnings of them can be in the east. And the things you imagined for yourself and your family can be in the south. For instance, for entertainment purposes only, and in your mind or in your literal house. And in your mind, you can change color palettes. And you can create tree houses in your imagination. You can create, one of the early things I did in my 20s is I used to draw out, I wanted a hotel with 7 floors, and I wanted each floor to have a different motif. I wanted one to feel like the islands, and one to feel like snow-covered mountains, and one to feel like Italy. And it would have laundry chutes, and it would have the colors of olive green and tomato red, and checkerboard floors. And it would create a mood on every floor so that people could visit over and over again and get different experiences. So imagination is a fun place to go, and it's powerful because the more you visit it, um, you're building a muscle of possibilities, and it helps you envision happier things for yourself and for others. And the more detail you can go into, the better. Good morning, Jax. There you are. Here I am, blah, blah, blah. Good morning, Jax. Oh, it's good to see you. We were just mentioning your name as I was reading out the list. Good morning, Carolyn. Oh, she says, good morning, beautiful souls. Oh, Sarah gives us a little more, and everybody's coming to stay at Penn's house. It's called the Palace Ant Farm because they have 144,000 rooms to sleep and tons of playrooms all underground to keep them all safe. Oh, that's fantastic. The ant farm, yeah. 144,000 rooms would definitely qualify as an ant farm kind of place with rooms to sleep and play in. That's awesome. I love it. Can't talk. Jack says they used to imagine a whole apartment in a turtle shell. Oh, they'll pull up in it and be tooling around in their shell. Imagination is fun. It is. It's very powerful, isn't it? Whoops, I was trying to show that. Patricia says, Sarah reminds me of how art imitates life. I can see a big cleanup after the bad guy's departure in our nation and world. No kidding. No kidding. He said, yeah, 100%. Sarah says, even more fun when we get moved to our new home. We get to build some of it here on Earth. Yes. Yes, imagining it. That's what this poem was about, equality, and imagining those things as truth. Imagining the breakthroughs and imagining universal health care and food for everyone. And how are we going to garden? And what can we turn into garden beds? And how can we reimagine the usage of our resources and our homes? And what will we do with the cars who burned gas when we switch over to solar or electric? What other kinds of imagination cars can we create? Will everyone have a car in their driveway that's now a giant flower bed, where they've cut the roof off and decide to grow food in it instead? How will we imagine reusing our wrappings and packings so that they can be all made out of cornstarch, so they can all be turned into recyclable that feeds the soil instead of draining it We're going to need our imaginations to think of solutions. And it's fun to do. It's a nice muscle to build. Yeah, exactly, Jax. Yeah, let's refill that negative void with love and empathy and compassion. Yes. Sarah said, absolutely, Patricia. I was stunned. I would write a situation, then weeks later it would echo in the news. Oh, that is brilliant. Just give that its moment with absolute respect for you, honoring your gifts and listening and writing it down and creating a story of it, and then getting that feedback and that confirmation. That's fantastic. That your guides must be high-fiving and hip bumping and going, yeah, she's doing it. I love it. Good morning, Denise. She says, good morning, friends. I just woke up. Oh, you've been working so hard. She's been putting in like 14-hour days. I don't know how you do it, Denise. Wow, half the day's over. Blessings, beautiful souls. Well, you needed that sleep. Goodness, I hope you have a wonderful, restful weekend. Patricia says, you are definitely tapped in with your tail. No kidding. For sure. For sure, for sure. Let's see. Sarah, oops, I'm sorry, my thumbs went berserk. Ships, I was an airship or a tiger tramp for my tail as my next mode of transportation. And Debbie says, imagine cars that run on carbon dioxide. Yes. Yes. I love that. Oh, thank you, Tom. I appreciate that. It's wonderful, our imaginations. And I think a lot of us are so well suited to this because we've been parents and grandparents, and we know how to stretch a dollar and stretch our resources and celebrate family and accomplishments with what we have at hand. And sometimes it's kind of fun to do this with kids too, or grandkids, to say, okay, how are we going to make this happen with what we have? What can we turn this into? How can we make this fun? And kids are the best at that. Kids really know their stuff. Sarah says, yeah, the tail falls out of my pen. I have to tell them to slow down sometimes because I am laughing or crying and cannot write while crying. Don't you love that when you're writing? And yeah, and you can barely keep up with it? I love that feeling. I love that you're sharing it. Jack says, yesterday was exhausting, but so rewarding. When I woke them up, Aster said it's her first Christmas in 4 years where she hasn't been institutionalized of some sort. We had a lot of fun. New memories, oh, beautiful ones. Beautiful treasures. I'm so happy to hear that for Aster. So happy to hear that. Carolyn says, I was so angry at the Orange Man because he told the children at the White House Christmas celebration that he was tracking Santa to make sure he was a good Santa, not an imposter. The man's brain is broken. Oh, goodness. I remember a reader, I think it was Libby at Meister Tarot, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Might have been Kim and the two of you, that he doesn't know love. I mean, on one level, he's doing a bang-up job of exposing all the rot and the avarice and what it is to behave the way he does, and how the extremes that illness, the many illnesses that he has, and how far and deep those go. But it's very difficult to witness that behavior. Absolutely. Jack says she got to try a variety of dumplings at my aunt's. Oh, yum. I had an Aunt Judy who made the most fantastic dumplings. I hadn't had them before, and I moved in with them when I was, I think, 13. And she had made a pot of soup and put dumplings in it, and I was like, holy cow, blew my mind. And Carolyn says I had to do a deep meditation to move past my anger. Yes, I love Insight Timer because sometimes you need that just to meditate and go within. I go outside to my tree and I'll tell Creator that I'm very angry about something and that I know it's teaching me something. It's bringing something up for me. And I try to remember the universe is doing things for us, not to us, including the Orange Menace. Sarah says, my tale would classify as sci-fi fantasy. And I'm so jealous of their tech. And yeah, Annie, I sometimes laugh at what's next, so I have to stop and laugh before writing on. Yeah, that's fantastic, Sarah. I love that. Yeah, I agree, Denise. That was despicable. The man's brain is just, it's not right. He's not right. Patricia, this is Amazonian Palo Santo incense burning for spiritual cleansing. Yep. To clear negative energy. Yep. Promotes calm, focus, and stress relief. Yep. Thank you very much. That's much appreciated. That is much appreciated. Yeah, your tale is something else, Sarah. That's fantastic. It's a beautiful, multi-layered story. And I love that it's quite a gift you have. And you're expressing it. And that I admire that greatly. I greatly admire that. Well, I recently redid my altar, added a whole shelf to it. It's about 6 feet long, the added shelf. My husband Paul put it up for me, and I was able to create a new feel and a new energy there. It felt like the right time to do so because I think we are coming into new times here. And today, I think in my dining room, where I made the video, I made a shirt last night, a poem, and I made it in the dining room. And I think I will move all of that, the plants, over to another window that doesn't have, what do you call it? Like a sunscreen film on it. So it will let more, what do you call that? You know how we have rays of light, full spectrum light, so it can receive full spectrum light. And I think there are souls that are shut down that are doing their roles at this time. It's almost as if they're wearing a film for their incarnation here. So not all the rays are getting through because they've agreed in their soul contract to go through this life exhibiting this certain trait, or to bring to light the absence of this in so many of man-made creations like government. And anything that is built upon untruths or the degradation and destruction of entire people is going to need cleansing. And that's worldwide. And I think religion is in for a heck of a call because so much of it is about fear and control for entertainment purposes only. But sometimes, when I met my husband, I said, there's something I like to do in my life at least once a year. I like to shake shit up and see what falls out and give away things that I don't use any longer, give away clothes that I'm not wearing any longer. It's just, I just think it's something healthy to do. Yeah. UV rays. Thank you, Jax. Thank you, Jax. Okay. Leona, good morning. Good morning, good morning. I hope you had a wonderful Christmas. I hope you had a wonderful time. We're going to start meditating here in about 9-10 minutes. Is there anyone that you would like me to add to the prayer list here this morning? I'll give you a minute to think about that and have a sip of my licorice tea. Rosie's near my feet, having a snooze. I think I see a little bit of improvement in her today. We'll be contacting the vet on Monday but they're closed right now. They're closed today. They're not open again until Monday. So we're going to keep her comfortable. And I'm very thankful that we have the medication she needs to feel comfortable. Thank you, Leona. Carolyn says, I really need to do a huge clean out and clean up to start my year off. That will feel so good. It does feel good. It's at first it's just a big mess. But then when you're done, it feels so, it just frees up your energy. And I think it like tells the universe that you recognize your growth, you recognize what you've outgrown, you embrace new energies, and you release what no longer serves. And then someone else can enjoy the things that you weren't using or wearing or don't need. I think it's really good energy. It feels really good to do so. Teresa says, speaking of altars, I ordered a little Uberlite horse for the year of the fire horse. I didn't know it was the fire horse. I had heard it was the year of the horse coming up. Oh boy, I think stamina. Horse medicine is stamina. There's a story about them and all of their colors in each of the directions. That's brilliant. I love that you did that, Teresa. I have one little piece of Uberlite, and it looks like gray speckles in it. But if you put it under a UV light, they are glowy orange, like fire. I love it. I love it. Oh, Leona, of course. Leona's family. You got it. Leona's family. Yeah, you got it. You got it. Oh, thank you, Teresa. Paul and I were talking yesterday. We were getting a little short with each other, and I went for a walk. And I called him while I was on my walk, and we were able to talk it out. And I'm like, we're both just really worried about her. And the choice that they gave us the other day was we can try a different med because we really think it's arthritis, or you can bring her in and leave her with us for a day and we'll x-ray. And we said, why don't we try the medicine first and see how that goes, the added medicine, and we'll try that first. And we talked about it together and we both decided that was the best way. So when she was whimpering in pain, we got scared, because one thing about having these beautiful, beautiful, wonderful furry friends is we outlive them. And part of honoring a life is honoring when it ends. And right now she's wearing my rutilated quartz crystal necklace. And I talked to Pan and I went outside and I've been asking them every day for help for her. But I also asked, what is the lesson she is teaching us? Because I feel like the sooner I can recognize, appreciate, respectfully honor, and try to understand the lesson that's being offered to me, the easier it will go on her. And we talked with Rosie and said, we know that we outlive our pets for the most part, and we would ask if when the time comes, we will help you for it to be as pain-free as possible, and we would ask that you come right back. And if that was the lesson, I just wanted to get to the lesson. So we talked about it, and then we both felt better. And sometimes it's just acknowledging feelings that are uncomfortable, feelings that aren't a heck of a lot of fun. Good morning, Akila. Hello, beautiful one. It's so nice to see you. I'm glad you're here. Jack says, Taylor, for a most benevolent outcome for him on his path. Absolutely, for Taylor. Okay, for Taylor. Did I have that? I don't think I did. Okay, let me add Taylor. You got it. I bet it's going to be beautiful, Teresa. Yes. And I did ask Teresa recently if she would consider being on my channel at some point, and she said she would. So I'm pretty excited about that. Patricia says, David at Tarot by the Bay did a video on frontal temporal dementia and 45, a tarot reading, highlights the symptoms of this disorder and shows how his behaviors indicate this disorder. Absolutely agree. Oh, yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I think he's got more than one thing going on. But yeah, I agree. Do you have a blacklist to bring it to life? I don't know what that's about. Oh, black light. Like what? Do you have a black light to bring it to life? No, I don't. No, we had a flashlight, a really small flashlight. Leona says they need to heal and drop the negativity. Something seriously changed them into humans. Don't understand. Yeah. Thank you so much. I really wish nothing but kindness for them. Yeah. Teresa says, yeah, it's a cool stone. I like that it lights up, but comes from the shore of Lake Superior. So it sort of tames the heat. I didn't know that's where it came from. Thank you. Brilliant. Brilliant. Okay, Kelly says, okay, the cookies are in the oven. I made a little shirt about them, and we'll post the recipe to my community page on Kelly's Journey. Yay, I love that. Go to Kelly's Journey for the recipe this morning. You know, I gotta take my jacket off. Leona says, whew, sorry, I was getting warm. Sometimes the energy comes through, and whew, boy. Whew. Talking about a lot of energy, I think. Leona says, happy holidays, everyone. Hope you're all doing well. Yeah. Sarah says, if I was born in the year of the wood horse, does that make the Trojan horse family? Carolyn says, my husband's horse, Scout, he has a tumor on his rectal area. Oh, poor baby. And he scraped it on a tree, and his whole backside is covered in blood. It's inoperable. We have to get a new hose to clean him up. It's inoperable. Can anything be done for his pain? I'm so sorry to hear that. Scout. For Scout, I call upon Pan and Archangel Raphael and Archangel Michael and Uncle Metatron for animals. Absolutely. He's on the list. Let's see. Teresa says, do you think one of those heat mats for pets might help her have less pain? We have a wet heating pad and an ice pack, but she doesn't want either of them anymore. So, but this morning I was very encouraged. I woke up and she was lying on here near me, and all limbs were stretched out. And she went outside with much less limping this morning, and her elimination is working well. So we've been giving her extra fiber, and she's doing well in that regard. And so, yeah, I'm encouraged today. We will see. We will see. Kelly says, I want to thank my husband so much. Unfortunately, I started throwing up before I was able to get all the cookies in the oven. Oh, so I'm upstairs laying down and curled up, and he has taken over. Oh, sweetheart. Oh, sweetheart, you're on our list, of course. I'm sorry that you're not feeling well. I'm sorry, sweetheart. Jack says, patience and sacrifice. Patience for the senior care sacrifice to be strong enough to let go when it's time. Yep. Love is indestructible. It's the only thing in the universe that's indestructible. Absolutely. When they say, like, oh, we got to get to meditating. I'm sorry, we're having so much fun talking. Let's get her meditating on. I'm sorry that I got behind in catching up with the comments. Let's have a sip of tea here. Wet my whistle. Let's take 3 deep breaths. Hold each at the top to feel that moment of now. And when you release your breath, try to make a sound so that your wandering vagus nerve can reset to its optimal level for you. So inviting our guides and our angels and ancestors here with us, each of us, at this time, let's begin with 3 deep breaths. Hold. In my mind's eye, I see us standing together deep within this geode in a cavern of earth, standing in a circle with our guides and angels beside us, breathing in divine light, breathing out peace. The divine light comes from within. There's also a pillar of light in the center of our circle. And as we breathe in this light, the geode lights up around us. We breathe out peace, grounding this energy into our beautiful Mother Earth. And we are surrounded by circles. Circles of ancestors. Circles of medicines that walk with us. Circles of the bird tribes who protect the earth. Circles of ancestors around them. Circles of angels. And around them all is a circle over the grandmothers. The grandmothers hum as they walk, their bare feet touching Mother. They know this land. They know the troubles and trials that we find ourselves in. But they can see much farther. They see the whole story. They are watching our development with kind and loving eyes. We came here on purpose, you see, as a soul group. We came here individually, and eventually we found one another. Lighting up from within, clearing our homes, clearing our feelings within our bodies, clearing our minds, our habits. Each of us wonderfully weird, because weird means magic. The original spelling is W-Y-R-R-D, and we are very weird. In the most magical way you can imagine, we as a soul group together, lighting up this world from within on purpose, individually and as a group. Mother is going through a transition and we with her. Mother is ascending and we alongside. It is a great honor to be here at this time of great change. You may feel a difference in the light behind you because this geode has many, many colors in it. And your chakras align with these colors. So breathing in this white, pure, great spirit light, it will go exactly where it's needed. It will resonate in every color that you need and imagine. Breathe deep. And be refreshed. Move your wings. Shake your wings a little bit. Shake your shoulders. Letting go of what no longer serves. Letting go of what isn't even yours. Breathing in more of who you are. Aligned with Creator and Mother at this time. 100% divine light in me. 100% divine light around me to surround me. In all directions, in all dimensions, in all lifetimes, in all timelines, in all realms. 100% divine light through me, so I may share my gifts and inspire others, and rise with Mother as she ascends. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We go out into universes doing this work. And then we return home until we're sent out again. It's a great joy to be here. It's a great joy to be here with all of you. And while we are in this sacred space, with the beautiful sacred light filling us, refreshing us, and the lights behind us in the geode pulsing to our needs, each of us individually, with guides and angels here, within our circles of ancestors, we ask for special dispensation for the following souls. For Brooklyn, for Taylor, for Scout, for Debbie and her mom, for Jax, for Denise, for Barbara, for Liz, for Richie, for Kelly and Tim, for Sarah and her cats, for Maureen and her dad, for Lisa, for Diana, for Allie, for Eric, for Michael, for Rosie, for Terry, for Happy, for Patricia, for Trinity Ann, for Margie's mom, for Erica and her family, for Tony and Allison, for Leona's family, for anyone affected by weather, for soil cohesion, for our area, our regions, our realms. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We love you, we love you, we love you. Breathing in that light, breathing out peace, washes through our bodies, through our feet into Mother. Breathing in Creator. Breathing in love. Breathing out peace. We are each of us exactly where we need to be. We are all of us, each of us, loved and protected and guided. If you wish more, just ask out loud. If you need more angels, just ask out loud for yourself and for others. For your area and region and realm, just ask out loud. Just for a moment, let's hold hands. Attuning our frequency, swaying a little bit. We got this. We got this. We're never alone. A quick squeeze of love and friendship and affection and respect. A quick squeeze of gratitude. Gratitude and thanks. Now we release and let go. And we rub our hands together. And we bring back all this beautiful, wonderful energy back with us into our hearts, into our high hearts, into our over bodies, into our shields that not only protect us, but show the universe who we are here standing in our light. Rub your top of your knees as you enter your body again, fully aware, feeling grounded and centered and ready for the day. And we're back. Let me see what I have missed. Patricia, Chinese New Year, fire horse, yes. Tense passion, energy, independence, and leadership. Yes, by being dynamic, quick thinking, and action oriented. Absolutely right. There's more. You have one of those flashlights too. Part 2. I'm having a hard time getting things to show up. Intense passion, energy, independence, and leadership, characterized by being dynamic, quick thinking, and action oriented, but also volatile, impatient, and easily bored, needing constant stimulation. She's talking about the year ahead, I think. Oh, yes, Denise, exactly. I agree 100%. She listens to Barry Trump and he has many things going on. That's so true. Mango Jack says, it's Irene's year. Iron Fires, I summon thee. I love that. Leona says, love lake cabins in Upper Eau Claire area, Wisconsin. I miss home. Oh, I bet, hon. I bet. Carolyn said, I wish my thumb worked better. I will get right back to you, Teresa. I'm trying to show this one. I'm just having difficulty with this morning. Carolyn says we give him pain meds. Okay, but we'll do the right thing when the time comes. The vet wouldn't consider it because he still eats and drinks and functions normally. Exactly, and that's when you need to just do exactly what you're doing. Because like we have a wonderful vet who I trust, and he's down to earth. And around here, I don't know about your area, but a good vet is worth their weight in gold, because many of the places who are just businesses, they want to order as many tests as possible and then make you feel guilty if you don't agree for every single one. And that's not what I call responsible, respectful, loving, and good care. I need common sense in the care that I receive for myself and for my fur baby. So I greatly appreciate a vet that just tells you that, yeah, straight up. Because that's how we're thinking about Rosie too. She's still eating, her body is still functioning healthily, so we just need to keep her comfortable. I'm right there with you, sis, right there with you. Teresa says, oh, good, she must be having that medication build up in her system so that she doesn't have to gaps in the coverage for her pain. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Kelly says you might want to consider a grounding mat for your pet. Oh, I also would use a pet CBD. Yes, we do use that. Yeah, we've been having her using CBD for about a year to help with her arthritis, and it really does help. And we're very careful about our dosage, and we always consult. We show it to our vet and consult with the dosage so that we're doing it correctly per pound. And it helps that I helped in wildlife because I remember a little bit about how to figure that out. But I always get the vet's approval on things. Be well, dear one, and rest, Patricia says to Kelly. Diddy says, Kelly, healing angels and healing light all around you, beautiful soul. We love you. We sure do. We absolutely do, sweetheart. While you're resting and your husband takes over. They do. Costco does sell pet medicine. We have utilized their services. They're actually quite a bit more than our vet. Our vet is just wonderful. But it's very nice to have that option, especially in a weather or traffic or lifestyle or whatever you have going on. It's so nice to have that option. Yeah, I love our vet too, Carolyn. You know, yeah, I love our vet. That means so much to have a vet that you trust. Thank you, Jax. Appreciate all of you so very much. And yeah, Costco does sell pet medicine. Yeah, they do. It's fantastic. Patricia says, saw stunningly beautiful butterfly wings and realized it was the butterfly queen behind me. She's all about transformation. She is gently flapping wings around me, cleansing and clearing energy. Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you for sharing that. Oh, I so appreciate you all so very much. Thank you for joining me today. You mean the world to me. I appreciate you. And I hope you have a wonderful day today. So give yourself a quick hug, and I will talk with you soon. Oh, thank you, Patricia. That's much appreciated. Have a wonderful day, everyone, and I'll talk with you soon. Bye for now.